taking so long? I'll just say. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We'll start in about 2 minutes. If our friends from Radio Canada can arrive on time. We're freezing up here. On va commencer dans 2 minutes.
I guess it's not next week.
We used to be in charge of that.
What's that?
I guess it's not next week that I'll see you again.
Oh yeah, that's right. The piss poor weather early December.
CBC.
Better picture angle.
That's
Straight from my personal collection.
mechanical.
Your haircut, I assume you went last name for haircut.
What's today?
Well, you tell them to come up. I'll just say whoever wants to be in the
You get
picture.
yours every 2 weeks, so I can't notice. I don't notice.
I know. Gotta keep it.
That's the whole point, though, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
It's funny because I don't know if I told you the pandemic hit, and he kept it regular for 2 weeks. Said he got sick in early summer. And then just as things were loosening up and he could open his business again. So I went about a month, got a haircut, and for a month and a half. It was quite a
And I had lunch with Stephen all day, so here, and then this, and then I had the afternoon off. All right.
Couple other places, yeah, a couple other businesses like that.
Okay, we're gonna get underway. Oops. Well, ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, good afternoon, bon après-midi. Welcome, thank you very much, and it's a pleasure to join you all here today as we mark the major construction milestone for the O-Train Stage 2 East Extension project. I'll just introduce our guests who are up here, two of whom will be speaking. Marie-France Lalonde, qui est le député fédéral pour le gouvernement du Canada, notre partenariat, and Jeremy Roberts, MPP for Ottawa West-Nepean, representing the provincial government, our other partner. We're very delighted to have 3/4 of the East Bloc Council team with us here. Our illustrious Tim Tierney, who's the Chair of Transportation, and this is obviously a major transportation project. Laura Dudas, our Deputy Mayor, is here, City Councillor in Innisward. And our newly elected City Councillor for Cumberland, Catherine Kitts, is with us as well. And our former colleague and current MPP for Orléans, Steve Blais, is with us as well. John Manconi, I know, is here, the tall guy in the back, always. And thank you very, very much for being here. Merci pour votre participation aujourd'hui. We're excited to bring the O-Train to the city's East End. And as we can see around us, they're making great progress towards this goal. This $4.66 billion city building project is jointly funded by the Government of Canada, the Province of Ontario, and the City of Ottawa. Stage 2 LRT will bring the comfort and convenience of light rail transit to more communities farther east, west, and south. It also helps us reduce our city's greenhouse gas emissions and will greatly contribute to our local economy, including the post-COVID-19 recovery. L'étape 2 contribue de façon importante à notre reprise économique. In 2020 alone, Stage 2 LRT has resulted in 1,400 local jobs and more than $500 million in contracts to local businesses. Here in the city's East End, the O-Train East Extension will see the Confederation Line continue from Blair Station to Trim Road, and I know that Councillor Tierney was out opening the Happy Goat coffee shop that's now officially open at the Blair station, another convenience for our passengers. This will add 12.5 kilometers of rail and 5 new stations on the O-Train network in the East End. Ce projet ajouterait plus de 12 kilomètres de rail et de 5 nouvelles stations à notre réseau de l'O-Train. One of these new stations will be right here at Montreal Road, along with stations at Jeanne d'Arc, Covenant Glen, Place d'Orléans, and at Trim Road. These new stations will bring connections to light rail transit for the communities of Orléans, Blackburn Hamlet, and Beacon Hill, and will bring 95% of area residents within 5 kilometers of rail, so they will be picked up by their local neighborhood bus and brought to the LRT station that's closest to them in no time at all. This extension will also further improve transit services to major employment, shopping, and education centers in the East End, such as the Orleans Town Centre, Canatech Park, La Cité, Place Centre des Métiers, Place d'Orléans, and the Bob Macquarie Recreation Complex. As I'm sure you'll agree, the Highway 174 Montreal Road interchange has undergone a significant transformation. In less than 1 year, the Stage 2 team has constructed 7 new ramps and 2 new bridges to make way for the future station and track at Montreal Road. And there's a happy customer right there. Cette portion de la 194 au 74 et du chemin Montréal a changé énormément au cours de la dernière année. And a big thank you to our contractors, the skilled workers who've been working on this project. Very long and hard hours, often in lousy conditions. They're really happy to see LRT coming to Ottawa's East End. We're also announcing that today is the start of the demolition of the old Highway 174 Montreal Road bridges, which will begin tonight to make room for Montreal Station in the median of Highway 174 above Montreal Road. The platform will span above Montreal Road and include bus stops on both sides of Montreal Road beneath the station. With the recent completion of the 2 new Highway 174 bridges, the old bridges can be demolished, making way for construction of the future track and station next year. So we're going at a really fast clip, folks, to make sure that these projects are ready. Over the course of one weekend, various pieces of large construction equipment fitted with hydraulic hammers, buckets, forks, and shears will demolish 1,456 cubic meters of concrete and 160 metric tons of steel. Nous aurons un week-end rempli de démolition tout autour de nous, afin de faire de la place pour la construction de la nouvelle station. With this scale of construction comes impact of drivers, cyclists, and pedestrians, and I want to thank the residents of the East End for their patience during this important work. J'aimerais maintenant inviter l'honorable députée de Ottawa-Orléans pour le gouvernement du Canada, Marie-France Lalonde, à venir de dire quelques mots. Madame Lalonde.
Merci, Monsieur le Maire. Thank you all. Distinguished guests, I would like to start beginning by saying that and by acknowledging that we are on the land which we gather is the traditional unceded territory of the Algonquin Anishinaabe people. It is great, and I have to say really, really great, to join you all today, mask at hands and mindful of our physical distancing. See, we didn't plan this weather very well. Tous les niveaux de gouvernement travaillent ensemble pour réduire l'impact de la pandémie, protéger les vies, aider les entreprises et créer des emplois. But we must also look forward, build up, and do it in a way that makes our communities more livable, more resilient, and more sustainable place to live, work, and raise our families. That is why I'm so pleased to be here today to celebrate the Stage 2 O-Train East Extension milestone. The Government of Canada has invested over $1 billion towards the Stage 2 O-Trains project, and the East Extension is a significant community initiative that will offer residents of Ottawa East and better, faster, and a more resilient public transit. La phase 2 du prolongement du train léger vers l'est ajoutera 12,5 km de rails et 5 nouvelles stations au réseau O-Train, ce qui permettra à 95% des habitants de la région de se trouver à moins de 5 km du circuit du train léger. The O-Train Extension, East Extension, will be a game changer for the East End of Ottawa for both residents and businesses. It will help reduce traffic congestion, supports healthy commuting, and offer residents more affordable options to get around the city. Je suis ici aujourd'hui à titre de représentante du Canada, mais je n'oublie pas que je suis avant tout la députée fédérale de la magnifique circonscription d'Orléans. Et je sais à quel point la phase 2 du prolongement du train léger va complètement changer la donne pour la communauté de l'Est et tout spécialement pour Orléans. Un projet d'une telle envergure n'aurait pas pu se faire sans l'apport de tous les paliers du gouvernement et je tiens à remercier sincèrement mes collègues élus de l'Est pour leur travail continu sur le développement de ce projet. I'm so proud to be here today for this milestone event, and I look forward to following the positive impacts this project will have on the City of Ottawa for years to come. La pandémie nous a donné une conscience accrue de ce que signifie faire partie d'une communauté. How crucial it is that we can count on each other, look out for each other, and realize that community is what we choose to make of it together. Your health and safety remains our top priority, but we know strong investment in infrastructure would also help jobs, stabilize the economy, and help communities get back on their feet at the time when we need it most. Ce projet est essentiel à la relance de notre pays car il permet de construire un avenir prometteur et durable pour nos entreprises, nos familles et nos résidents. Canada's infrastructure plans invest in thousands of projects, create jobs across the country, and builds cleaner and more inclusive communities. Again, thank you for joining us. Merci.
I'll stand back here. It's now my pleasure to introduce Jeremy Roberts, MPP for Ottawa West-Nepean, to speak on behalf of the province. Jeremy.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Mayor, for having me here today for this very exciting announcement, and wonderful, of course, to be joined by my friend MP Marie-France Lalonde, all of our elected representatives, and of course my colleague from Queen's Park, MPP Stephen Blais. It's a pleasure to be here today on behalf of Premier Ford and our Minister of Transportation, the Honourable Caroline Mulroney, and the entire provincial government at this exciting announcement on our LRT project here in Ottawa. Now, of course, my riding in Ottawa West will also be benefiting from this LRT expansion, and it's going to be wonderful that these communities in the east end of Ottawa are going to be connected with the west end out at Algonquin College and Moody Drive. I'm excited to be celebrating this important milestone on the East Extension that will add over 12 kilometers of rail and 5 stations to the Confederation Line once completed. Our government is making strategic investments in transportation infrastructure totaling more than $84 billion over 10 years. Under our historic infrastructure plan, we're committed to building public transit, highways, roads, and bridges that connect people to places, make commutes shorter, and relieve congestion. And providing funding for local transit projects like this one are a key part of that commitment. That's why our government is providing up to approximately $1.2 billion for Stage 2 of this light rail transit project. And that's on top of the $600 million that we have committed for Stage 1. Au total, l'extension du TLR d'Ottawa transformera le réseau de transport public de la ville et la façon dont les gens se déplacent en ajoutant 44 km de nouveaux services ferroviaires et 24 nouvelles stations. Lorsque les travaux seront terminés, plus de 77% des résidents d'Ottawa vivront au moins de 5 km de chemin de fer. Une fois les 3 extensions terminées, ce qui permettra d'offrir un service de transport rapide, efficace aux nouvelles communautés. Ce projet aura également un impact économique important pour des personnes qui vivent ou travaillent à Ottawa en créant des emplois locaux et en permettant la croissance ici même dans la communauté. Il est plus important que jamais alors que nous continuons sur la voie de la reprise économique après le COVID-19. This massive expansion of Ottawa's public transit network demonstrates the importance of all 3 levels of government coming together and investing in projects that will improve people's lives, support job creation, and prepare our cities to meet the transportation needs for years to come. Congratulations again on this milestone, and I can't wait to see the positive impact that this project will have once it's completed. So thank you to all the workers who have been working on this project, and I look forward to our next announcement, hopefully in the West End, as we start to get the expansion out there. Thank you so much, everyone.
You did the West End. It's a tunnel.
Free speech until the last line.
South End is next. South End is next. So thank you very much, Jeremy and Marie-France. Merci beaucoup, Jeremy and Marie-France. We're now going to ask John Manconi and Gwyneth Nelson, Construction Manager, East-West Connectors, along with our elected officials, to come over as we unveil. I'm not sure what we're unveiling. It's a picture of something.
Being used to go up.
A rendering. All right.
I got it.
So, folks, if you have any questions, we'll have our federal and provincial rep, Marie-France and Jeremy. Where'd Jeremy go? There he is. So, whoops. I think we got to move out of the way here. Oh, no, it's... Marie-France. Come on over to the... Okay, anyone have any questions? Yes. There still. John, do you have the numbers on costs and so on? Yep. Oui. C'est difficile de... Viens ici, viens ici. Bien, certainement, on a vu pendant les dernières 4 ou 5 mois un niveau de service très, très haut. Nous sommes très fiers, notre personnel travaille avec RTG pour corriger beaucoup des problèmes. Et à ce moment, de temps en temps, il y a des petits défis. Par exemple, comment est-ce qu'on dit, un deer marcher sur le track. Alors, c'est presque impossible d'arrêter ça. Mais pour la plupart, le service, comme M. Manconi a dit à la dernière réunion de la comité sur le transport commun, c'est très positif. Et cet week-end, on avait une fermeture pour installer des chauffeurs, des chauffettes pour le train léger. Et ça va aider énormément avec les défis de l'hiver de l'année dernière. Oui, c'est important pour la première phase de train léger de travailler à un très haut niveau. C'est nécessaire d'avoir l'expansion de la deuxième étape. Ça va aider les stations comme Herdman, Tunney's et Blair, avec des autres stations dans l'est et dans l'ouest de la ville, et sud aussi. C'est vraiment difficile d'écouter, excusez-moi. Ouais. Non. Oui, la première phase qui est approchée le sud en 2022, l'est en 2024, je pense, et l'ouest en 2025. Il y a 3 dates, et la première c'est dans le sud, le deuxième est dans l'est, le troisième est dans l'ouest. Est-ce qu'il y a des autres questions? Non? Non, c'est tout? Alors, merci beaucoup. Bon week-end tout le monde. Merci, merci. Tim, good to see you. So someone was saying the coffee shop's below.
Yeah.
Is that a bad thing?
No, it's not. Because